you're locking in for the next 6 months. I'm speaking to someone who has found their focus, their discipline, their consistency, and you are building something. It feels like you are building a business, an idea, or a new venture, and you finally found the part of you that feels like you can stick with it. You're laying the foundations is the energy of this. So if any of that resonates with you, this might be a message for you today. As always, take what resonates, leave what doesn't, and always use your discernment. Now, quickly before I dive in, 73% of you that watch these videos regularly aren't actually subscribed to the channel. So if you do find value from these videos, you want to be part of the community, click the subscribe button and here we go. Let's dive in. All right, so I'm instantly getting this feeling of patience. I feel like maybe in the past you've tried loads of different things, especially in business. I'm speaking to someone who wants to run their own business. And I feel like previously you've been an ideas person. Maybe you're a visionary by nature, but it's not quite stuck. Like it hasn't just stuck. I'm hearing the word stick, stick, stick. And I feel like you finally found your groove with it. You know that it's a long-term game. I'm really getting this grounded energy, like you're building and you've released baggage of it needing to look a certain way. And you've now entered this energy of, I don't really care how it looks. I care what I'm building. And I just keep hearing the word foundations. Foundations, foundations. I feel like there's a lot of information coming through for you guys watching. So strap in because I feel like there's going to be a lot of information in this video for you. I'm seeing gold. That could be significant for some of you. I'm also seeing a gold watch that might be relevant for some of you. Not quite sure why that's coming through, but it's there. I'm also seeing the numbers 3 and 7. So that might be relevant for some of you. You might have been seeing these numbers recently, or you might be drawn to that number specifically. Now, 3 is the number of expansion. It's the number of creation. If you think of a mum, dad coming together, having a baby, 3 really represents expansion, okay? 7 represents spirituality and knowledge. So potentially you're combining both of these things. You're actually expanding with the knowledge that you've learned, the lessons that you've picked up along the way over the last few years of trying and failing and experimenting and trying to figure out what you want and what sticks and what doesn't. And you're actually moving it towards completion because 3 plus 7 equals 10. 10 is the number of completion. It's completing the cycle. So this says to me that you are moving towards fulfillment. If you stay consistent with what it is you are building, the business, the idea, the direction, you will reach fulfillment with it. It feels like it is going to come to completion and you're actually going to follow through with it. Whereas in the past, maybe you felt like you lacked that follow through or you lacked your ability to see something through to full fruition. This could be because of doubt or it could be external circumstances. Maybe it's capital, maybe it's people not trusting you or people screwing you over, or maybe certain things, I'm seeing this energy of certain things would like cut in on your journey, which obviously all of it is self-expressed anyway, because our external reality is our internal world expressed outwards, and then we can watch it back and experience it. But it does feel like this feels different for you. Like it feels like you found something that you actually want to build long term. And I'm seeing the number 10 with it. So that's really, really powerful. Also, the eagle is coming through. So eagle might be significant for some of you. Maybe you've been connecting with this energy. If you don't know what it represents, I do feel called to say go research eagle energy or eagle spiritual meaning and see what it comes through for you uniquely. But I do feel that there's this significance here with rising above certain behaviors, habits, maybe certain things that distracted you in the past, maybe the people that you're around. I keep being drawn to people with you guys. I feel like you might be building this venture with someone or with a collection of people, or you feel that you are part of some sort of community or there is a team that you want to build to help you execute this idea. I just keep seeing people. I keep seeing partnerships and people. It feels like quite a tight group of people, which is why I feel like it could be a team. Maybe you're in the process of hiring or that's something that you want. It feels like you want to build this with other people. Like you don't just want to do it on your own. That's the sense that I'm getting. That will resonate with some of you, maybe not with others. So take what resonates, leave what doesn't. I feel like you have a different relationship to time. Does that make sense? It feels like in the past, you might have felt like you were in a rush or that you were running out of time, that you needed to figure it out as soon as possible. Whereas now it almost feels like your relationship with time is dilated. You've got this newfound patience of this could take me 6 months to 12 months to years, the next 10 years. Like I've got the long-term game in mind and I'm prepared to do whatever it takes to get there. This is why you're locking in. You're locking in. And honestly, I feel like I want to say to you, if you lock in and you stay consistent, you don't get distracted, you put one foot in front of the other, and you really focus on building and the energy and excitement of building something that lasts, you will see this through to completion. You will see this through to fruition. It will be a success. That's what I'm getting. Now, before we jumped on, I actually pulled 2 cards. These are homemade cards. And the first one was act now. Okay? Act now. So if there's something you've been waiting on, or if you just needed that confirmation of, yes, this is the right path. Yes, this is the direction. That for me is like big confirmation. And then the other card was the door is opening. The door is opening. So opportunities are opening for you. But I feel like I want to say to you, you are opening the door. You're not relying anymore for people to open the door for you. Does that make sense? I feel like someone needs to hear that specifically, that you found the permission within yourself, the validation within yourself, the choice within yourself to open the doors, because that's really what it's about. No one really opens the doors for us. We access it within ourselves, and then reality reflects that back through doors opening, opportunities coming in, offers presenting themselves. So I feel like you've really shifted in that sense. It feels like you're really moving from thought into embodiment. So I feel like you're really an ideas person. Whoever I'm speaking to, it feels like there is a lot of busyness in the mind, which is so powerful, so good when it comes to vision and innovation. It does feel like sometimes this has also held you back. Whereas I feel like now you're really merging your thought and your vision with action, with consistency, with patience, with groundedness. And what I'm seeing is that you're bringing this thought into form through actually giving it what it needs to ground into reality. That's what I'm seeing for you guys. And in the past, you might have felt split in your decision. You might have been like, I don't know if I'm going to go path A or if I'm going to go path B. Whereas now I feel like you're in the energy of this feels right, so I'm going to follow this. And if another option comes up, then it comes up. But I feel like you've got this more singular focus. Maybe you've simplified your path. You've simplified your direction or your idea. And if you haven't, I want to say simplify it. Actually work on simplifying what it is you're focusing on so you can actually execute it really well and see it through to fruition. That feels really important. I'm definitely getting some throat activity with you guys. This has been happening a lot recently. We have been through a throat clearing as a collective, humanity. This is why there's been a lot of exposure. A lot of people have been catapulted into their truth, leaving jobs, moving locations, breaking up from long-term relationships. There's a lot of being catapulted into our truth individually and as a collective. This is why we're seeing this complete show on the grand stage, which is the world of exposure, and a lot of people's intentions being exposed. Okay, illumination. Something hidden is coming to light now. You find out about new jobs, opportunities, and options. Someone lends you a helping hand. That ties into what I said about the door is opening. But this support is coming in because you found it within yourself, okay? Many choices. You have options, even if you don't see them right now. Get creative and look around. Pull a card for each option to see what's best. That's what I was saying about that visionary mind. I feel like you are someone that could do many different things, but what you're actually doing now is you're understanding the power of focus and locking in. I feel like for some of you, you might have a YouTube channel yourself, or you want to, for some of you, I'm getting this creative vibe. I'm seeing video editing. For others of you, it feels like you're building in private, like you're building something which isn't in the public, but you do want it to be in the public eye at some point. It feels like everyone I'm speaking to has some sort of desire. And again, take what resonates, leave what doesn't. But it does feel like there's this desire to build a brand around what it is that you're building. But for some of you, you're going to be building it in private. And for some of you, from the get-go, you're going to be building it in public. So it's really just a choice. Okay, 0808, swift action. There's a big action theme with this. Wealth, empathy, commitment, affection, inner strength, promises, positive outcomes. This is so good. You're entering a phase of expansion. There we go, guys. That's why I'm seeing the number 3. That's why expansion's coming through. So take immediate action toward your ultimate goals. Financial improvement is on the horizon. And by the way, someone has their eyes on you. Stay focused because the universe is aligning in your favor. focus. That's what I was saying. Lock in, be focused, be consistent, be disciplined. But also that's really interesting. Someone has their eyes on you. I feel like this is the doors opening thing. I just keep coming back to that. I feel like there is opportunities coming your way or offers coming your way. And I feel like it just had to happen with you first. I felt like you just had to decide that you were worth taking a risk on. I felt like you had to decide and recognize that your ideas are worthy of becoming real. They are worthy of becoming reality. And I think maybe in the past, some of you doubted that. Some of you kind of questioned things. This is interesting. I really feel in this reading like I'm speaking to two different people, but the message resonates. Because I do feel like some of you watching this will have experienced a lot of self-worth blocks and questioning your ability to make something happen. And then I feel like others of you, you've always known you can make something happen, but it's choosing the right thing has been difficult for you. And now you've chosen the thing, and so you know you can make it happen. So I feel like this message is really speaking to two different types of people. So again, take what resonates, leave what doesn't through the reading, and just really take note of what lands specifically for you. But the message is the same, the overall message. You're on the right path. You'll see it through to completion. You're in a season of expansion. You're laying the foundations. Okay, 1, 2, 2, 1, taking initiative. Transformation, positivity, happiness, communication, messages, good news, self-expression, high energy. Make the most of what you have, and it will lead you to new heights. I love this. Acknowledge your blessings and cherish your loved ones. Inspiration will guide you forward, helping you discover your path. Exciting news and positive developments are on the horizon. That's so good. This is just confirmation to keep going. Also, 1, 2 adds up to 3 as well. So the fact that you've got 1, 2, 2, 1, I can also see 2 3s in that as well, which is really, really cool. Make the most of what you have. You're being resourceful. You're being resourceful. And again, I feel like there's this energy of like releasing the need of how something looks and actually just building the thing, like building the damn thing. Maybe worrying less about what other people think of you, and actually just focusing on building something that you know is going to give you returns later down the line. Okay, I've got let go. I let go of things that I've outgrown. There you go. Like letting go of the baggage. The angels suggest that you let go of any dead weight in your life, whether that's a toxic relationship, a job that's no longer fulfilling, or simply some negative thinking patterns. This will make space for positive new things to come into your life. Some of you recently, because you're entering this season of expansion and locking in, you might have become aware of stuff that feels heavy. This could be past ideas that didn't be executed. This could be past versions of yourself that have been holding you back. I feel like for some of you, you just need to fully be in the energy of where you're going. Let the past be the past. That's what I want to say. Let the past be the past. Stop moving through life from that past version of yourself that saw themselves as less than, as smaller than, as more contracted. Really be in the energy of when you leave the house every day, you move through the world as if it's already done. You have accomplished the thing. You are moving as a CEO, as a business owner, as someone who is building. You're not moving as a wannabe anymore. That's what I want to say. Power. You have the power to take control of your life, career, and finances. Focus on your needs. And the picture here is a woman sitting in a throne. And I feel like that's significant for whoever's watching this. You get to sit in your throne now. Like you get to build your kingdom and feel that you have power for things to come to you. That's what it feels like. This is really good. I feel like I almost want this reading to be short and sweet. Like I feel like whoever I'm speaking to is kind of like, let's get to it because I want to keep going. Like I want to keep, taking that action. So that's quite an interesting energy. Wisdom. My mind is strong, open, and clear. The angels are letting you know that working on nurturing a deeper connection with your own divine power can help you to deal with changes and challenges with ease and can ensure you become your own tower of wisdom and calming presence in your life. It's interesting that we just had the power card previously. Power seems to be a big theme through this reading, but it doesn't necessarily feel like that firepower where you're like, I've got this, like I'm going to go for it, like I'm going to break free. It's not that type of power. It's more of like a sustained power. It's a quiet power. It's a steadiness. It's a conviction. It's a grounded power, okay? Some of you might have been going through some things with your legs, your hips, your knees, your feet, your ankles over the last 12 months. Maybe some injuries. I definitely feel like someone here might have been through a knee injury. I'm seeing the left knee specifically. This was all to do with your capacity to open up to life. It's about being more flexible with life. It's about realizing that when you move out of rigidity and into self-certainty, it's a different type of groundedness. For some reason, I feel called to say this, that some of you watching this would have felt rigid previously because you felt like you needed to know certain things or have control over the plan or have control over the way that things happen. And you've been through this massive shift where you haven't been in control of things and you're realizing that you're still here. You're still standing. You've survived not being in control. And so it's allowed you to expand, open to life, to be like, I've realized that I don't need to be in control. That was actually just my need to self-protect because I didn't feel safe to go be and do whatever it was that I wanted to do. Whereas now I feel like my sense of control comes through my inner world. It comes through finding self-solidity and certainty and confidence in myself. So there's been this shift from rigidity to self-certainty, and it's a different type of groundedness. Okay, self-love. I am worthy of love. Focus your attention on loving and believing in yourself. You are being encouraged by the angels to make your relationship with yourself your number one priority. Rather than dwell upon the shortcomings, you must accept and embrace who you are. This also ties into self-certainty because this really says to me that some of you might have put, like I mentioned before, the judgment of other people above following your truth. As we all do, let's be honest. That's not a niche thing, but it feels like you're no longer focused on the outside in. I really get a feeling like you don't care what it looks like. You just want to build. You want to be able to sit back one day and said, I built this for my family. I built the money. I built the idea, the venture. I built the legacy, the impact. I built this. And I feel like you're going to have this sense of relief of you're standing on the top of a hill and you're like, I did it. Like I'm standing on top of the hill that I built for those that I love. So that's really, really cool. I am seeing a car that will be relevant to some of you. I'm seeing a black car specifically. Some of you might have just got a new car or you're selling your car. There's something around a car. Let me know in the comments if that resonates because that's very specific. And I feel like there's this energy that you shifted into a new paradigm. It really feels like this has been a bit of a theme this week with my readings is breaking ancestral loops and cycles. I really do feel for you, like I'm getting the sense that you've just shifted paradigms. Like you might have felt like you were in quite a challenging time where you maybe couldn't see the way out or the way to overcome what it was you were experiencing. And then I feel like suddenly you were just like, I'm just in a different reality. I'm in a different version of myself. I'm seeing myself differently. And this is serving you. And it almost feels like it's this breakaway from family loops and cycles. And you're just in this completely different paradigm. And it really does feel very connected to wealth, money paradigm. That's what I'm getting. I am seeing a dog as well. Might be relevant for some of you. For some of you, this could be a dog that's actually passed. I'm getting a sense that this is a dog in spirit, maybe a female dog that just wants to say hi and love. I feel like what's relevant for this as well, that the sense that I'm getting is that your dog was so unconditional. Like your dog just had you no matter what. And it's funny because I'm seeing this correlation with now you finding that for yourself. Like there was some sort of, I want to say the word solace. I don't even know, to be honest, what that word means. That's just coming through. The solace, like this, it's this sense of calmness and peace and just, I don't need to be anyone. When I'm around my dog just loves me for who I am. And it's kind of like you found that now and access that within yourself. That's very random, very specific, but there it is. Okay, I'm seeing a whiteboard. Some of you might have been watching videos on YouTube where people are writing on whiteboards. For some of you, you might actually be getting a whiteboard and you're planning and putting everything up. I'm kind of seeing like a whiteboard with 4 segments on it where you go through, it could be the quarters or it could be the different categories of the venture that you're building. That's coming through very specifically. And again, I keep seeing partners. I keep seeing you building it with someone. I keep seeing you building it with someone, bouncing ideas off of someone. It really does feel like this is someone who is also invested in this venture with you, whether that's just time investment, money investment, or all the above. It feels like they've got an investment in building this with you because it feels like this real solidity. Like you're both really looking forward, or multiple are really looking forward to building this thing. Potentially a book. I'm seeing a book. I feel like some of you might have read a book that inspired this specific idea. Like you read something that helped you see it more clearly or inspired it. And I feel like it helped you to see in a different way. You got to see that it's possible. Something clicked. I feel like you saw something or you read something and it just went, it's clicked. That's very specific. That will be for a specific person. Okay. You might be someone that goes for walks. There's a lot of information coming through for you guys. So you might be someone that goes for walks. I feel like you maybe clear your head when you go for walks. Maybe you go for a walk with your dog. I'm seeing a pram. Some of you might have newborns or kids. Something significant in that. I feel like you're someone that wants to connect with people. Like you get inspired through conversation. When you speak to people and you share your idea and then they share their perspectives, it's kind of this like bouncing off energy. Or if you've got something in your head, it's like you just need to express it out and then you process outwards. And sometimes you might say the wrong thing or you might say something that doesn't make sense, but it's kind of like you just need to get it out. Otherwise you don't understand it. That's something that I'm getting for you guys. And I do feel like community is important, but it feels like a small community, like people that you're building it with. The impact is different. It feels like who you're building it with, like you're building a tribe around you that is going to help you succeed in this thing. And they're all invested in the vision. That's what I'm getting, that what you're building has people invested in it. It's got legs. I do keep seeing the color black. Maybe this is the branding color. The idea keeps showing to me in black. Maybe you've got that somewhere in your branding. Or perhaps that's just the essence and the sense of like it's solidified, like it's in black and white, it's done. But I do feel like black might be relevant to some of you. Maybe you're someone that's drawn to the color black, you wear black. But I do really feel like I'm just being shown that it could be connected with the business or the venture specifically. Random. This is so random. I'm being shown a ballerina. Like a kid who does ballet. Some of you might have done ballet yourself. Some of you might have a child that is doing ballet. There's something in this which is like joy. I'm just feeling joy with this little kid doing ballet. A lot of joy. I'm seeing like a young girl. That will be relevant to some of you. Take it or leave it. You're being dialed in. You're being dialed in. I feel like whoever I'm speaking to, in the past, you've gone off track. This time, it's different. If you feel yourself starting to go off track with this idea, the universe will bring you back. God will recenter you. That's what I'm feeling. I almost want to say to you, don't worry about dropping the ball because life will pull you back if you're on the verge of that happening. You will feel something that says, don't focus on that. That's not important right now. Don't get distracted with that. That's not what you're building. Don't engage in that. That's not going to help you progress towards your goals. There is something really strong in the fact you're going to feel the pullback, and that is God keeping you focused. That is Him keeping you focused on your path. I just said Him for God. I think that's the first time I've ever said that. So some of you might be into God. You might refer to God as a Him. That's the first time I've ever done that. It's very interesting. There may be some faith there. Why am I seeing someone going up to doors? I'm seeing someone like door knocking, giving out leaflets, speaking to people. Again, that's very specific. Maybe that was a past job that you had. Maybe that is connected with your faith. Maybe you've done that in the past. someone's done that to you. There's just something there, random, but there we go. Doors are significant. I feel like some of you might be moving into a new home, or you have just moved. There's this sense that you're in a new space, you're in a new environment, and that feels very good. It feels like you needed a fresh start. That's what I'm hearing. You needed a fresh start, so that's coming through for you. I really do keep being drawn to more books as well. You might be someone that's buying new books recently. There's something about reading books which is opening your mind. It's kind of like this energy of like, I've got this. I'm really committed to this, and I'm like reading up about it, and I'm learning about it, and I'm actioning it, and it's just like this all-in investment energy. You might be someone who's into coffee. I mean, who's not? But I'm just seeing coffee, but I'm seeing coffee on the table. So maybe I'm being shown a vision of you sitting on the couch with someone or with a partner, having a conversation, drinking coffee. Resonate with some of you, not with others. That is, again, quite specific. Take it or leave it. But that's quite interesting. But there is a real significance here with your home life and your home being important to you. Partnership and conversation. That's all very significant. And I want you to trust your own rhythm of how you work best. If you work best through expressing yourself outwardly, systemize that. Have a dedicated time every week where you could just brainstorm, just express. You need conversation. You need someone to speak to bounce ideas off of, and to show you things. I feel like you're someone where if you express something, your partner or your wife or your girlfriend or whoever might say, oh yeah, but what about this? And then you're like, that's it. That's the missing piece. So I just want you to really trust that. Trust your ability to want to converse and speak about it. And there's a very, I want to say young energy, but I don't think everyone watching this is necessarily young in age, but it's this excitement. You're feeling this excitement of taking initiative, and it just feels very new and fresh, and you're ready to go. So it says young energy with what it is that you're building. Okay, is there anything else? The puzzle pieces are coming together. Pink and purple might be significant. The ballerina I saw was wearing pink as well. You could just be opening your heart and your vision, your third eye, your ability to see things that other people don't. Something about this venture where you're doing it in a way where other people haven't seen it yet. That's why it kind of feels undercover or hidden. You've got the plan. You figured it out. You've got the plan. You know how you're going to make this a reality, and not everyone else knows it yet. It feels somewhat hidden or secret or veiled. That's intentional. It feels good that it's veiled, because if it was fully public right now, it might be infiltrated. There might be interference. It feels good that it's you're building, but you're building it solidly, and there is a sense of privateness. I am seeing a black cat. Again, for some of you that might be relevant. You might actually have a black cat. For others of you, this could be the energy, symbolic. Go research. What does the black cat represent? And how it, interesting. I'm actually seeing this connection between the black cat and then the hidden idea. Kind of moving in mystery. That's what I'm feeling. That's what I'm sensing from this black cat symbology, is moving in mystery. Moving hidden. People can't really fully see it yet. And that's okay. I'm also seeing balloons. I feel like some of you watching might have recently celebrated a birthday, or you're about to. There's something significant there. And this birthday you've celebrated feels some sort of significant, like it's another, I don't know, it's giving you this new lease of life. It could be your own birthday, or it could be your kids. It could be someone close to you, but it feels like it's this turning point. There's something about this birthday that feels like a turning point, a recognition of how far you've come and where you're going, a fresh start. I just keep hearing fresh start. I'm seeing cucumber and lemon in water. For some of you, you might have been doing that, cleansing, focusing on your health, focusing on your body. Maybe drinking less, being more mindful of not drinking alcohol, actually fueling yourself. Liver cleanses, actually focusing on cleansing your body. And I feel like for some of you, this is really important because you've shifted so much internally, and I want you to honor what also wants to shift in your body. It feels like some of you might need to release and let go of past energy that's still being stored in your body. So maybe this could be, you could go get a healing or a cleansing or a acupuncture or movement, or maybe it is a physical detox. I literally feel like some of you are detoxing But that just feels really relevant, and cucumber and lemon specifically. So there you go. But in the water is what I'm seeing. Some of you might have been researching health because you understand that your wealth is only as expansive as your health. And some people might disagree with that. Obviously, there's a lot of people with a lot of money and assets and net worth who are not healthy. But it feels like for you, there's this thought of, I need to be energized. I need to really maximize my vitality in order to build what I'm going to build. So you might feel that the business venture you're building and health feels like it's going hand in hand at the moment, where you're really focusing on maximizing your potential and ability to execute in both of those areas of your life. That's what I'm feeling. I do feel that there is an energy of a masculine energy. I'm not saying that I'm speaking to a man, but I mean, I feel like you've accessed your masculine energy. We all have masculine, feminine energy in us because we come from both the man and the woman. I feel like you might have found your masculine energy, which is why there's this focus and this discipline. I do feel like there is a feminine presence in your life, like a partner or a friend or family member who feels like supportive, feels like some sort of a safe space. That's coming through. Okay, I think I'm gonna finish it there. I just wanna see if anything else wants to come through. I'm being drawn to do one of these, so let's follow that nudge, see what's coming through. Okay, let's have a look. Ooh. Okay, I've got make it work. You have all the tools you need to succeed, but you have to put in the effort. You excel at working with your hands and fixing problems. You have to put in the effort. This is the consistency. This is the focus. This is the discipline. It's interesting, you excel at working with your hands and fixing problems. This might actually be a physical thing that you are building, but I feel like for some of you, this is more like you need to be fully in it. Like you need to be in the building process. You could hire a team to execute your idea and essentially be somewhat not as involved, but I feel like you're someone that likes to be fully involved in the development of what it is that you're building. You want to know all the ifs and buts. You want to know every inch of what it is that you're building because you want to just feel that full investment into it. You want to be part of the process. That's what I'm feeling. Okay, guys, I'm going to leave it there today. If you haven't subscribed to this channel yet and you do find value in these videos, then click the subscribe button because I release videos like this every week so you can keep up to date with it. Other than that, if you feel like this video could be for someone that you know, then feel free to share it across to them. Let's share the love. And I will see you on the next one. This is a really, really good reading, guys. So I'm really supporting you from afar. Go get it. Stay disciplined. You're on the right path. Take this thing to completion. Go see what's possible. All right, team. I will see you on the next one.